scrambling kind of to get together, to get my
Yeah,
shit together.
we don't have to start the recording immediately. We can get a little settled in too.
Oh, well, I guess maybe we should go ahead and get settled in. Um, though I should warn you that I already did hit
Oh,
the
nice.
record button. So, everybody knows that we do like to get settled in, before we're gonna get into this, before we're gonna talk about all this wonderful fun stuff that happened this last weekend. Um, I certainly had a great time. Let me tell you. Let me tell you about how much fun I had last weekend watching Nick fucking explode all over the fucking points. Yeah, just
Is that back to back weeks for Nick being the top
I
scorer of the week?
don't think it's back to back. I mean, I don't know. I'd have to go. Let's see. So we're in 8 right now. So that was week 7.
Yep.
So week 6 is no. It looks like Misha
Oh,
was
okay.
highest
So
scorer the week before.
week five then
Week
was when Nick went off
right.
that first week. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, dude.
So,
All of a sudden, Nick's team has been looking real fiery.
well, I think he's got a couple players that really ended up coming up big. So, I guess if we do just want to quickly run down like maybe a little bit, I will have to get out some fucking anger. Anger, I'm going to throw it on the internet. I'm going to throw it Taylor Swift's way. So I've now officially become a Taylor Swift hater. Uh, fucking bringing that Swifty energy all to the stadium, and all the attention is on her. So that means Travis Kelsey, when he's fucking going up against a division rival at home, uh-oh, he's got to fucking he's got to do it. He's got to go 12 of 13, 179 yards for a fucking touchdown. Like, oh my God, just fucking that's definitely Kelsey's best game, I'm pretty sure, of the season,
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it was
easily.
almost 40 points.
Yeah.
That's like last year's Travis Kelsey coming back into
Yeah.
play.
Now, Nick had a lot of good on his team, but that single performance
Yeah,
that was a
that was the
monster.
explosion. And that game,
Oh, I
that
don't
game
want
was
to.
in
I
that
don't
after
want.
the. Oh, and it was against the Chargers
With
too.
which I needed fucking Chargers to fucking put up. I needed Austin Eckler to do something. Let me tell you, dude, the
The
morning
fuck?
games went great. Everything, like Nick and I were neck and neck. It was a fucking dogfight. It was like, okay, so this is gonna be a match. This is gonna be great. And then everything from the afternoon on, just everybody shat the fucking bed. And like while the rest of Nick's team like continued to go off, and Kelsey just started to pound in more and more and more. Dude, my players couldn't fucking do anything. Like Eckler ends up with 5 points. Aaron Jones gets 8. I mean,
Yeah,
it was
Tua had a really down game.
yeah, dude. To a game that really, I mean, I at that point it was pretty much kind of
That's
over.
true because that was the Sunday night game.
Right. Yeah, so, I mean, I just had such bad showings from Aaron Jones and Austin Eckler that it was just like, well, after that Kelsey performance, it's just this is out of reach. And good on Nick that he got like players like was it
Jameer
Jamar?
Gibbs.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like amazing game for him, just out of the woodwork. Uh, but
Yeah, and Josh Palmer came up big in that Chargers game too.
dude, that was actually kind of upsetting when I saw that. I mean, because I don't even think. If I remember, I can't remember what Keenan Allen did in that game, but I don't
I
think
think he
he.
was pretty held in check.
Yeah, exactly. And so it was like,
That was a really weird game. Justin Herbert just was a little bit off. Like that
oh
whole Chargers team was just off for
yeah,
sure.
dude, they need to fucking fire that coach. I can't believe they've kept him for as
Oh
long as
yeah.
they have. Hey, hey. But yeah, so it's definitely an interesting situation. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Well,
that's enough of
I
that.
mean, you took the L there, but I mean, dude, your team is still 5-2 and you're in second place and you're still scoring a decent amount of points. I mean, you're like in the top 2 or 3 for total points scored. So rough outing, I guess you could say last week, but I mean, you got a good team and you're in a really good position as well.
I mean, I will say it's been a good team, but dude, it's fallen. It's like the wheels are coming fucking off. All my fucking players are going jet down. Debo's gonna be out for at least like a couple weeks. Um,
That's right.
fucking uh,
And your running back situation is
dude,
starting
it's
to,
just
well,
it's
you've been dealing with a different variety of like waiting for Aaron Jones and Austin Eckler to come back. Then they come back and they're not really
oh, they can't do
doing very
anything.
much.
No,
Yeah.
they can't. The funny thing is my saving grace. I feel I'm hoping to God that this ends up being uh a helper is the Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm hoping that that ends up being like something that I can end up using because if I have to end up swapping between uh Aaron Jones or fuck, I mean depending on how Chuba does this week or sorry is it this week or yeah so depend I don't think I'm going to start him but depending on how Chuba does this week fuck may end up getting more starts than Eckler or Aaron Jones. Um,
That's true. Yeah. When Chuba comes in as like the lead back, he's been pretty good.
Yeah, he has been. I'll tell you what, I need you to do the Jeff Goldblum for 1 second because I just realized that my fucking drink is out. So I need to run and go
Oh,
grab it. So you gotta do the I'm sitting here by myself talking to myself. So
oh
let me
no.
ask you. You ended up I'll set you up. You had a really close fucking match, it looked like with Joey. Um like
I did. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for the setup because I had no fucking idea what I was going to talk about. But hey, I can talk
uh,
about my own team and
I
matchup.
mean, so it says that it says the original predictions were that he was going to beat you by like 7 points, so it already was predicted to be a close game. But
It
how?
was, yeah, it was a little bit. If you got to go refresh your drink,
Yeah, go
I can
ahead.
just
You can just
talk it
set it
up.
up for me, and I'll hopefully we'll see how long the headphones stay in.
Okay. Yeah, so this one started off, we had multiple people going in the Thursday night game. It was Joey had Chris Olave, Calvin Ridley, and I had Evan Engram. And he only got like 14 points combined between those guys, and Evan Engram got me 11. So it was like, okay, I feel a little good about that start. But then Sunday morning, Joey's team starts to pop off a little bit, and it's getting me real nervous. And my team's not doing very much. Like, dude, his scrub, I would call him scrub running backs. Maybe Jared Cook or James Cook is not a scrub, but he has his biggest game with 20. And then he's got the fucking Rashad White running
Yeah,
back
with
on Tampa
15.
Bay. Yeah,
Wow.
gets 15, almost 16. I'm like, oh, god damn it, what's going on here? And let's see, on my team, like, oh, dude, if I can just talk about Gabe Davis for a second. Oh my God. Like this guy, I feel like I've had Gabe Davis in some years past and I've experienced this before, but last or 2 weeks ago was my first week playing him because he had been on like a touchdown streak and it was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna play Gabe Davis now. Justin Jefferson goes down,
Yeah,
and then he has absolute dog shit 2 weeks ago, and he has like 3 points or something, and then this week 1.6. And so I'm just like, wow, dude, Gabe Davis. I don't know how to ever use that guy. But and then things started going better for me. Like Puka had a huge game. Jacoby Myers had a nice game. Brown's defense had a big touchdown that helped me.
hmm.
Kareem Hunt, oh, thank you so much. Like finally a running back fill in that serviced me nicely. He had like two like 1 yard line scores
Oh
that
yeah.
didn't mean that like totally helped. And then fucking Sam Howell and my quarterback situation this year just continues to be a fucking mess.
Oh
Like
wow,
he
dude,
has
Sam
his
Howell
worst game of
actually,
the
yeah,
season.
I was actually just I was kind of curious because I have not looked at him at all, and I was like, damn, those are actually for except for like one or two outings, um, those are like
It's
okay, so
true,
not
yeah.
his worst season,
Not his worst. I
not
don't know
his
what
worst.
happened in that week 3 game, but
That's
yeah, outside of
awful.
that, it had been all like 20s and stuff. And
He
then,
had he had four interceptions is what happened.
oh my God. Yeah, I think in this last game he got sacked like 7 times.
Oh my God,
So
yeah,
just Oof.
No touchdowns, just one pick. Yeah, not as sacked 6 times, it says.
6 times, yeah. That was brutal to watch because I just can't seem to win on the quarterback side so far this year. But
Yeah,
yeah,
Trevor
then there was just
Lawrence
a
had
yeah.
his
I wish I
second best game
yeah, I
of the
wish I had
season.
played him. That would have been nice.
But
But
how do
yeah,
you know?
thankfully, there's just no way to know. But
Well,
yeah, thankfully.
let me ask you one question. One quick question before we
Oh yeah,
go away. What do you think about Cortland Sutton? I'm looking at the numbers right now, and they're not as
he's to
bad
me
as I
kind of
thought.
like he's kind of like almost he's in a similar thing for me with Gabe Davis, where like if you pick the wrong week, he could drop a 2.3 on
Oh,
you, you
okay,
know?
okay, but let me ask you this. It looks like right now, looking at it, looking at the stats, other than 2 weeks, he's got a
Yeah.
touchdown in every game.
Yeah. He's played himself back into my lineup at this point. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure I well this week I'm actually trying to decide between him, Evan Engram, and Kareem Hunt. So
Is Gabe Davis in the lineup for you right now?
fuck no.
Oh, dude, he's stealing
I
all the
know.
love from fucking
Yeah, and it's fucking pissing me off. I'm like,
Diggs
yeah,
right now.
okay. I put Gabe Davis back on my bench, which is where he scores all his points.
God fucking damn
Yeah,
it.
pretty nonsense.
This is
Classic,
this is what
classic fantasy bullshit.
dude, I this
I'll
goddamn
say,
game.
oh yeah, so it's Thursday night. Yeah, the game's going right now. Oh yeah, you got a lot of action going on. You got three
I got three
different
players. I
positions
got
going
three
right now.
players going right now, and Will is still beating me because fucking he's got Godwin, and Godwin got a fucking touchdown.
That's right. Yeah, you got Mike Evans. I know you got
Di-
Bills defense. Oh,
and
and
Diggs.
Stephon Diggs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. This is
Ah.
a really big game, and nobody's doing nothing. So I will say, if we're doing predictions, I'm predicting Will. That's it. Like this is already so rough of a fucking outing. I need my
Even
players
though
to do
despite
something.
all that, it's still like 48% to 52% to
Mm,
win.
I have learned not to put too much or any
No,
faith
I know. Yeah, you
into
can't.
those fucking things. Oh my God, especially not when Taylor Swift is in the stands. Mm-mm. Nope. She's going to change the outcome for every single one of your games, boys. Let me tell you. Taylor Swift is in the crowd. You better watch out for Kelsey to fucking come out like a monster. There's a Swift effect. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but
Reverse curse.
how'd you feel about so for Joey's team? Because I don't. Let me
Yeah,
take a look.
I went through his team
Oh, okay.
pretty much already, but yeah, it came down to the Monday night game, and
Mm-hmm.
I was ahead by I want to say like 12 points or 10 points or something. I had Christian McCaffrey still, but he had Brock Purdy, and I think that's it. Yeah, so it was like I was ahead 10 points, and so he needed Brock Purdy to outscore McCaffrey by like
Okay.
over 10 points, and obviously that did not happen. So it kind of ran away pretty early. Oh my god, dude! Fucking Gabe Davis touchdown right now in the chat. Are
Oh,
you
that
kidding
hurts.
me?
That hurts so much. I hate it.
Yeah.
Fucking
Ugh,
hate it.
God, what a stupid thing.
God damn it. Well, shit. Yep. I'm giving Will. Will, you got it, bro. You got it. Like that just fuck me. Um
Well, okay, so in the spirit of not making this a crazy, we've had like a couple 2 hour long
yeah,
podcasts recently.
we're not trying to do that.
Let's not go back and like deep dive every last week's. Maybe we can just
Okay,
quick
so
snapshot of like what the league even looks like, and maybe we can just talk about people's teams like in their matchups for this week.
okay, that's fair enough. I You know what the funny part is I love how me and you cover our teams and because nobody else is here to say anything else. Like
Yeah,
I thought
who's
you
gonna
guys are
stop
yeah.
us?
I mean, are you guys going to talk about our team? Maybe not. But yeah,
No.
okay. So the league overall, fuck Misha. So we can just
Yeah,
say,
Misha way at the top, number one in points, 6-1 record.
is
Yeah,
he number
he's.
one in points?
I'm pretty damn sure he
No,
is.
I think Nick took that.
Oh no, no, Nick
Yeah,
is,
Nick
and
took
then
that
yeah,
crown.
Misha's third. That's right. Yep, yep, that's right. It's not far off, but still a little margin there.
Yeah, no, I would say all those teams at the top, you're right, are all very close. So you've got Misha at the top at 6-1 at 9-12, me at 5-2 at 9-29, and then Nick at third with 4-3 at 9-41. Now I will say this, Nick has put himself in a fucking amazing position if he can keep his record going. Like if he can keep his losses down, there shouldn't be any reason why with those amount of points, like he shouldn't
Yeah.
easily be able to
Well,
make the playoffs or even
yeah,
be fighting for a bye spot.
for sure. And he's on a 3-game win streak, so his team's still hot right now. So it's not like he is on a little losing streak or anything. So yeah, I think he's got to be feeling really good because I remember what he started
At
um,
least, well,
1-3. He
yeah,
started
I
one
was
and three.
when you say you did just say this.
That's the simple math that I can do.
I'm right there with you because I was just like I don't know what he started with, but if Sean just said he was on a 3-game win streak, I can do that math.
By
Yeah,
process of elimination.
he at one point he was 1-3, and yeah, as no, he's doing well. And then of course you've
It's
got
kind of crazy though. Well, just real quick on that, like it was almost like a light switch flip though, because it was 1-3, and I just don't remember his team like doing very much, and then all of a sudden it's like he is like the hottest team out there right now.
well, okay, so let's take a look at what the big change. I think there have been a lot of big changes on the running back side. Like if you were to go through his actual week to week, I don't think he's had consistent.
Well,
So
okay, so I
so
think Travis Kelsey has
his
really come
well
alive.
he's come on, and especially that last big game, like oh God, where is he? I just had him. Okay, so Nick is very
Oh,
first.
Jamar Chase came alive.
So where is Jamar Chase?
Yeah, because I remember the
Oh, dude,
Bengals were just like a joke
yeah,
of a team the first couple weeks, and then Jamar Chase had that 53-point game,
and he had
and
almost
then
had a 30-point game before that. Um,
yeah,
so
then DJ Moore has
okay,
been coming out
yeah,
too,
DJ.
but
Okay, so I'll say this for Nick's points. He's had at least 3 players with 50 burgers. So that's 150 points from like three, just for 3 particular players. So that's already a big giant boost. Um, I think he's got himself a solid lineup that should stick. I don't know, stick it out, I guess. It seems like it's pretty solid, especially with this the Amon Ra
don't
trade.
you fucking say it. I'm just
That
kidding.
re so I mean, if you really want a to point at any fingers, like uh look at Nick before that and after that, and I'll
Yeah,
say
yeah,
he's
that's what it
definitely
was. Once
he's
the
def
trade happened, all of a sudden Nick's team got good. No.
yeah, got really good. So we can look directly to you for that. But at the same time, I don't know if that necessarily hurt you because you right now are sitting right below Nick, 4-3 also. Now, okay, it's not. Maybe from Nick, it's a little bit. Like, here, let me grab that. I had that fucking calculator up a second ago.
Your podcasting calculator.
I need a podcast calculator. So Nick is at 941.17, and you are 872,
That's like what, 60 points?
something close to that, almost 70.
Okay.
So a little bit behind in
Yeah.
points from Nick. But I mean, from somebody like Misha, who's in first place. No, you're not far behind at all. Maybe like 30, 40 points, if that.
Yeah, yeah. It's like
That's
1 or 2 weeks can easily make that
absolutely.
up if things swing the right way.
And so, other than you, we've got Johnny Boy, who is also at 4-3. Now he is much further down in the points, so he's already almost 100 points lower than you.
Yeah. So that,
So
I mean, we are still early enough that 100 points can be made up in like 2 or 3 weeks. If he
I
has some huge
I'm
explosions,
not saying that,
but
that's not true, but we're already in week 8. Like we've got what? How many more actual weeks of legit?
so is week 13 is the last regular season week, I think. So we've got 8, 9, 10, 11,
Yeah,
12.
we're
So we
we're
got
past
six
we're
weeks left. We're
we
past the halfway
we are
point.
past the halfway point. Exactly. So I would say the fact that there's such a logjam, just overall, besides me and Misha, and you three, like you, Nick, and John are not far behind at all. Like I feel like anybody in this group right here could certainly go ahead and be fighting for a top spot, like, one of the top two for the bye.
Yeah.
Now we go
Yeah.
down, if we go down a little bit farther, we've got two guys, Joey and Chris, 3 and 4. I think both, like, if I were to look at Joey's team, like you were talking about Jamar Chase coming on and the Bengals coming on, so he's got Joe Burrow back. I mean, at least the last 2 weeks he's been serviceable, but man, he's had some bad games. Um, he's also had Brock Purdy, who was doing really well, but these last two weeks he's been doing. So maybe I don't know, maybe there might be some back and forth. Dude, his wide receivers are excellent. He's got like literally the best wide receiver there is. Um,
Exactly. Yeah. Tyreek's been going crazy. Um, Olave's been, a little hit and miss, and then he kind of gets into a little bit of a revolving door though with his receivers. Like Calvin Ridley was really good
hmm
in the beginning of the season, and now he's really dropped off. Christian
CJ,
Watson
yeah, Christian
hasn't really
Watson,
done
yeah.
anything, but so now I'm looking at his team now, and he's got Drake London in there, and then Josh Downs on the Colts, who's been popping off lately. So
Oh, interesting. That's
he's
an
yeah,
interesting,
he's working it.
interesting,
He's working.
interesting pickup. That's a nice pickup. I like
Yeah,
that. I like that a lot. Um,
yeah,
okay, so I mean, Joey is sitting at 3 and 4, but he's doing pretty decent in points. So he's at 848. Now, what would that be from, like, for instance? Okay, that's a little less than 100 points lower than Nick is, and Nick is just one game ahead of him. So this is why I feel like the record is really, really going to come into play,
yeah.
especially because it does seem like a big log jam. Like I really don't think anybody is actually out of it at this point in time.
No, no.
Um,
I mean, you look at. I mean, we'll get to everybody, but we
yeah,
skip down, and you're looking at Nate and Will down at 2 and 5. They are both really low at points. So, like for them, the
it's
W's are
it,
just really
yeah,
everything right
yeah.
now.
The record is really going to come into play. It's gonna be really big. Well, I don't know why I'm saying that. It's always it's the
It always
determining
is,
factor.
but
It always
they're
yes.
not. I think the writing's on the wall that they're not going to be able to rely on points if they're
If they're tied,
tied with
yeah,
somebody else that's 7 and 6 or 6 and 8 or something like that, or
yeah,
6 and 7.
yeah. So really quickly on the 3 and 4s, we can cover Chris's team. So Chris is a little bit farther behind Joey. He's at a solid 800. Um, so that's a little ways away, a little out of it. But I mean,
Yeah,
like we,
he's on a 2 game win streak. So I
yeah,
mean, he
and
was at 1 and 4, and now he's
oof,
crawling his way back up into, in the midst of the picture here for sure.
yeah, that certainly helps. It's he's starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel after crawling through the mud for a little bit. And his team, I feel his team is actually really solid when I look at it right now. So if I look at the starters and I see Lamar,
Yeah,
Bijan,
that's great.
and Lamar's been doing really well the last couple weeks, or I thought, well,
Yeah,
or at least last week.
yeah. Last
Week
week was huge.
week before he was almost a little less than 20 points, not great, but
Yeah,
Bijan, I'm actually surprised. Like he was doing really well at the beginning of the season, and seems like it's kind of tapered off a little bit. So I don't
yeah.
know.
That's really everyone's blaming the coach for
Okay.
not utilizing him, and it's just like a guy who obviously from the eye test has like all the talent and like should get the ball a bunch, but they're just not running the offense that way, and everyone's just like, "What the fuck is even going on with this team right now?"
Yeah, I can understand that. I will say one big surprise is Pacheco. Like,
I agree. That's been a really nice surprise for Chris.
hmm yeah,
Number eight overall running back, and honestly, like outside of just the first two games, he's been incredibly consistent.
yeah, and I mean, Metcalf has been, decent, not the very best, but I mean, certainly serviceable. Fucking Addison, man,
Oh man,
yeah,
that
that hurt.
especially
That
that
hurts.
last game.
Yeah, that hurts. I bet you that would have been nice to fucking snatch coming on out of the losing the what's his name?
Yeah, but I think I mean, yeah, Chris drafted Jordan Addison and
Hmm
he's kept him the entire
Oh,
time. So
I didn't realize he drafted him. I thought that was a waiver pickup. Oh, never mind.
no, drafted him, yeah.
Okay, smart on Chris, seeing
Yeah,
the writing on the wall. Yeah, but no, his wide receivers are all decent. Like Zay Flowers has been doing really well the last few weeks. Pittman has been,
Pittman's been pretty good,
yeah, he's
yeah.
been really
Well,
good. Like no, like his team is really decent. So I feel like if Chris can keep stringing wins together, the points are going to come along with that. And, by the time we get to it, maybe he will be doing, pretty well when it comes to it. Uh, I really find it funny. So, when we were talking about the 2 and 5s, and said, Nate and Will really do have some work. Man, I don't know what kind of work that Phil is going to have to do because
I really want to look at Phil's team because he started 3-0, I think, or 3-1,
dude,
something like that,
the
and
answer is
4-game
right here.
losing
No,
streak.
dude, the answer is right here. I'm looking right at it. It's no question. He's got a big piece of poop next to the or a poop icon next to this little stat that I'm looking at. You just look at the standings. I don't know if you're looking at it on a computer or not, but
Oh no, I'm on the phone.
okay. Well, on the computer, next to the points, there is a for Nick and his 941, there's a laughing face, like a laughing, crying face, like, haha, I'm so much better than all you fucks. And then for poor Phil, next to his points against, there's a big pile of fucking shit.
Right. He's still number 1.
960. No more points have been scored in this league
Oh
than
yeah, yeah, yeah.
against Phil at 960.
And I guess it should be no surprise that the 3, 2, and 5 teams are all number 1, 2, and 3 for most points against them.
Oh,
But
very true.
Phil really stands out though because he is
Well, he's got to be number
number
five.
5.
Yeah, and
Yeah, so
points four.
he's sliding a bit because he used to be number 1
Yep.
a while ago, but he still does have, he still has quite a bit of points. So definitely getting fucked over on the schedule,
Yeah, so I don't
but
know if
not the like crazy high powered team that he was earlier in the season.
yeah, maybe not. I mean, Keenan Allen's fucking oh my God. Uh, Probably one of his best years that he's ever had. Like, yeah, he's
Yeah,
ranked number 5 overall, so he's having a great year. Like his team's not like it's not terrible. It's got like a lot like it's got a lot going for it. I can see why he's scored so much.
yeah.
It's just that bad
He's
luck.
having a few rough stretches with some guys that were playing really well at the beginning of the season,
Hmm
like Justin Herbert, Devonte Adams, even Keenan Allen. Like the last couple weeks, they haven't been nearly as explosive as they were like the first handful of games this year.
Right.
Saquon was out for quite a few weeks. I think he missed like at least 2 or 3 weeks as well.
I think
And
so.
he's finally back in, and he lost David Montgomery recently. So he's battling for sure, but I still, when I look at his lineup, like he does strike me as one of those teams, like any given week, I would not be surprised if he was the high scorer of the week just by looking at who he has.
Yeah, let me actually go back really quick. So I'm I don't know. This might take too long. We don't have to. I had this curious idea. I wonder how many highest scorers of the week that Phil has
I was
come
actually
across.
wondering the same thing. So last week he went up against the second highest scorer,
Yeah.
Misha.
Okay.
Let's see. The week prior, um, where's he at? No, he went up against Joey, who had 130, and still one of the highest scorers that week.
So it's really just pure
Ah, the week
bad luck.
before that, Phil's team really shit the bed and only scored 79.3 points. So that was just poor all around. And then the week before that, yeah, Phil went up against John, who had 157. Still wasn't the highest scorer of the week. I
Wow.
actually was that week, but he's played consistently against like the top ish, like, 1, 2, or 3 scorer of the week quite a few times.
Damn. 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 Damn.
Who does Phil play this week? Do we think he's gonna get back on track this week?
I have no idea. Where are the
He's going to play. Oh, he's playing Nate. And Nate's 2-5 as well. So wow, that'll actually be a big matchup because one of those teams is going to be 2-6, and the other one's going to be
3 and 5?
kind of trying to dig themselves out of the grave.
You're
Yeah,
right. Right. Exactly. Yeah. No. Who is So who's Will playing?
you.
Oh, fuck. Well, that's right. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And I still haven't even smoked yet. Fucking
Oh, I
hell.
thought you said you did beforehand.
Well, I did beforehand, but I guess the whole, point is I'm supposed to, smoke like on the
Yeah.
cast. Yeah, fine. I'm still, believe me, guys, the effect is still there. Trust me. Um,
You're gonna trust me on this one, guys.
well, okay, so we already know how Will is gonna do. He's gonna win. He's gonna be fine. Because
Yeah, we've
I already put my prediction down. Um,
Well, we haven't talked about Will's team at all. So maybe we can as now we can look forward at the matchups for this week. Like so you're playing Will. Who on his team makes you a little nervous? I mean, you could say Godwin obviously right now, who's already sitting at 16 in this Thursday night game.
I mean that would be make me nervous. I mean, I don't know. Uh, I would say looking at Patrick Mahomes always scares me.
Yes.
I don't think
Yeah.
there's any ever a time where
He had
Patrick
43
Mahomes,
points last week.
yeah, dude, that's yeah,
And he's playing Denver this week, which
great.
he's gonna smoke. They're gonna smoke Denver, but maybe you're just hoping it's gonna be some rushing touchdowns.
No, I'm hoping. Well, yeah, dude, Pacheco can have all the fucking touchdowns he wants. Like, dude, honestly, what I'm hoping is for a fucking, like what do you call it? Like a fucking uh a gotcha game, or like a brain fart game, like
Oh,
Kansas
like
City's.
a trap game.
Yeah, this is just one of those like, oh, they should have it, and fuck, they just stayed out just a little bit too long the night before, maybe a little bit
Yeah, they
hungover, maybe a little bit of
yeah
the
they
doobie.
fucking were just racking lines with
Yeah,
Taylor Swift a
exactly,
little bit too much the night
exactly.
before.
Too much partying, exactly, and then that's what I was hoping for. But no, I think that's what definitely scares me. And what scares me more than anything is my team. Um, there are players I feel like, for the most part, don't need to worry about, and I feel pretty good, pretty confident in. But man, there are some holes now where I felt the most confident, and like my running back situation. Like I felt I was so strong at running back because I had all these really, really top running backs, and they're either injured or they're fucking not like
Yeah.
outputting. So that's what makes me nervous. I feel good because I've got Jonathan Taylor, and that gives me a tiny little bit of hope. But man, I'm really hoping that fuck, either one of them can get their heads out of their ass and start performing. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. So yeah, I'm definitely giving it to Will. Mahomes is the one that freaks me out more than anything. If I'm excited to see any player, I'm excited to have Thielen back because Thielen has been
Yeah, man,
a
he's
big
been
support.
huge.
He's been really, really consistent, and that's what I feel like I want. Just some
Yeah.
consistency. So we'll
Yeah,
see.
I mean, I don't think that Will has a bad team. I mean, I think Alexander Madison has been incredibly disappointing. That's a weak hole. Um, and then I mean, I look at it like Ramondre Stevenson hasn't been amazing, but he kind of has been pretty good the last couple weeks. Like maybe
Well, the
he might
Patriots
be
are
on the
looking a little bit better. They're start. I feel like they're starting to figure it out,
yeah.
kinda. Um,
It maybe, yeah, and then, like, Christian Kirk is always good for some big, 60-yard TDs, or he's been a focal point of the offense in Jacksonville.
mhm,
Goddard has been fucking awesome quite a
yeah.
bit lately, and then Pickens is pretty damn solid, on the Steelers, so, yeah, I mean, it's not a bad team. I don't really know why he just, yeah, it hasn't really come together.
Couldn't tell you. What I could tell you is Mike Evans didn't do shit tonight. Um, I don't know
Game's
why.
not over. There's still a quarter and
I'm
change.
I'm
Like
I'm listen.
Tampa Bay's down, they're gonna have to throw it. But
Yes, but stop throwing it to Godwin. That's what I'm watching as I'm sitting here
Yeah,
having this conversation with you, looking up at tonight's matchup scores, and I'm watching fucking it just tick up for fucking Will, and I'm just like, oh my
but
God.
still, there. It's just like Buffalo has just not, or sorry, Tampa Bay just has not looked good because Godwin only has 4 catches. But man, I feel like I wouldn't be surprised though if Mike Evans scores like a 30-yard touchdown at any point because there's
I
going
would
to be
love that.
garbage time coming up here.
I would love something like that.
Yeah.
That would make me very happy. But okay, the only other few people that we have with anybody going on is we got Joey's in a matchup with Nick.
Well,
And
so I will actually pick Will as
oh,
well.
thank you.
I do
Forgot about
think
that.
I do think he yeah he can do it. But I also would love to climb closer to your point in the standings as well.
I mean I'll tell you that's gonna happen. You're not far. No, nobody's. That's why it really feels like the whole thing is open. Because it's not like other than Misha, fucking Misha, god damn it, Misha, one
Fucking
fucking
buzzsaw.
loss, one loss. Oh
And
man,
I'm playing Misha this week. God damn it!
it's
Not happy about
possible.
that.
It's possible. You know what? All you need to do is imagine what Misha is. Misha is, he truly is. He is a serpent, a fire breathing serpent that hides in a fucking cave and he burns and kills everybody who comes on in. But you just got to go in with a fucking shield, Sean, and a big fucking sword and be like, fuck you, Misha, I'm coming for you! And fucking slay that goddamn dragon. And you can do it, and you will come out victorious.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that a lot.
You just
I'm going with that.
yeah, you
That's
keep
the energy that we're looking for here.
that's the energy you got to take into a game with Misha because it is he I would like to keep crawling up to at least stay in. If my team's going to start falling a little bit, it wouldn't hurt if the top was falling as well. So just keep us all in a competitive mindset. But yeah, okay. So going on to both for Will, going on to Joey and Nick. I'm actually not sure who Joey does have. Oh, he has Cook. Okay,
Yeah. Yep.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Um,
So I think there's no buys or anything this week. We already talked about how Joey has a couple different. He's got Drake London and Josh Downs in his lineup as his flexes. So a couple little changes there. For Nick's team,
I think it's the
it looks
same.
like the same
Yeah,
same team he's been rolling with.
pretty much. Like he had a couple, like quite a few people that were on by, but I don't know if he's gonna be putting any of them back in. Um, oh fuck, dude, look at Kincaid on the full. Well, he wouldn't put
I
Kincaid in anyway. That's a backup for
Yeah, he just
Kelsey.
threw it.
Well, so he
Well, I
took.
mean, you could play two
Okay,
tight ends if you want
you
to.
could. So he took Palmer out. He's got Chase back in. Um,
Yeah, you got to do that for sure. But yeah, everything else looks the same. Yeah, I mean, I think the only question really for me is Zach Moss on Nick's side. Like, I just don't know. Like, is it finally where Jonathan Taylor is taking more of the reins? or is it 50-50 still, and either one of those guys could have the big game?
Let me ask you something. What's going on with McCaffrey?
He's good. I mean, he's dealing with a little injury, but he practiced in full, so he's good to go.
Okay, well, I don't think Nick has a choice then. I think he was banking on McCaffrey going down for
He
like a
was.
while. Yeah, I don't think he has a
Yeah,
choice with Moss.
he blew so much fab on Jordan Mason,
Hmm.
but yeah, I mean, he can just hang on to him, I guess
I
now.
guess, yeah, but no, I don't know. I mean, I feel I did just play Nick. He does feel like he's got a super potent team right now. He's got all the odds are ever in his favor. Uh, but I don't know if that holds up. I mean, is Tyreek Hill playing? It's a question.
Yeah, I think he is.
Officially
I
limited
think he
Thursday.
is.
Okay.
Which
I,
is that's kind of an upgrade from where he was yesterday.
I could see Joey easily, not easily. I think it would be tight, but I can see Joey coming away with this one. I will say I don't know about the Zach Moss thing. I don't think it doesn't look like Cook is. I mean, it's only
That's
one
the
minute.
thing too. If you maybe those guys cancel each other out.
Maybe they do. And Jamar Chase going up against Hill, I would almost
That's
say they should cancel each other out, but honestly, I just can't. Like,
gotta give it to Hill
yeah,
for
I think,
sure. But
and no matter what,
still,
the closest player you could possibly have to canceling Hill out, maybe that would be Chase. If not, no,
mm,
Justin Jefferson probably is.
if he was
Justin Jeff.
healthy.
Oh my God, Justin Jefferson would look fucking amazing. This,
God, I
yeah,
hope I get him back this year.
dude. I don't, dude. I hope I get fucking what's his name back.
Which
Uh, what's his name? A
HN.
Achan. Holy shit, dude.
That's
The
right.
every
Man,
single
forgot about
fucking
that
time
guy.
that guy was actually on the field, holy fuck, that was straight electric. Like if that guy doesn't get become like the starting back immediately, dude, he needs to be traded or they need to trade everybody else like the Jeff Wilsons and the because dude, that kid looked he looked like he belonged
Yeah,
on the
I
football
know.
field. It was insane. Um,
Yep.
okay. So,
I think I'm gonna have to go Nick on this
okay.
one. Just I Tony Pollard just hasn't been what we expected from him, or a lot of people expected so far. And I mean, fuck, I just look at Nick's team and Jamar Chase, Kelsey, Amon Ra, Jameer Gibbs, Kirk Cousins been pretty damn good, and
Yeah,
Joe Burrow is going against SF. I mean, they just got sliced and diced by Kirk Cousins, but this one's at home in San Francisco, so I don't know. And then Joe Burrow is going to be throwing to Jamar Chase, so Nick's going to be eating some points away
he will.
from Joey on that
Yeah.
side too. So I feel like Nick's got a little extra firepower right now.
Oh, he's got the firepower. It's just the question is whether the firepower lasts. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say the cannon smoke goes out.
Mm,
I don't know why, but
spicy.
yeah, it's a spicy take. I feel like Joey, Mr. King of the Hill, is gonna puka Nick Snuka. So yeah, we'll say we'll split it then. I'll go Joe, you go Nick.
Yeah. Yep. All right, we'll split it.
Now, Jesus, Josh Allen looks like he's having himself a game.
God,
So
he is so fucking good. Yeah, do you
he
want to go to
is.
that matchup?
We can. I mean, it's the only other game going right now. So I was gonna say, Chris, his team was looking good. His team was looking strong, like a lot stronger than it's been. We were talking about that win streak, but maybe it does come to an end right now because John's team. John is one of the stronger teams in the league. He's top five. Uh,
Yeah,
he's
Josh Allen.
yeah, he's definitely not up there in the points, so he's been kind of crawling back in that regard. But I don't know, man. Like Kamara has looked. Let me see. I thought Kamara
Dude,
was
he
looking,
is
yeah,
a
great.
reception machine. Like I got to look at the game log real quick.
Oh my God, he's
Uh
got.
receiving.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what is that? Oh
the
man.
targets and the receptions, 12 receptions, 13 receptions. What the
Yeah,
fuck? Yeah, it's
two
crazy.
games with 14 fucking targets. That's oh boy. I mean, he's only got
Yeah.
one touchdown in that entire span, but those 4 games, 21, 18, 17, 29, what a boost. What a fucking boost to his
Yeah.
like his lineup. So
Super high floor because of that.
yeah, absolutely. Like, and he's got Waddle and Devontae who can, I would say they could, or Devonta, or is it Devontae or
Yeah.
Devonta?
I think it's
Devonta Smith. Okay.
Devonta Smith, yeah.
And then Amari, who's been, I would say, more or less disappointing. Um,
Well, because Cleveland doesn't have like a real quarterback.
yeah, true. Ayuk has been kind of up and down.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean there John's team feels very polarizing where
It
he's
is.
got
It does.
Josh
You're
Allen,
right.
he's got Kamara. I mean, those two are just jump off the page, and everybody else is kind of like, are you going to get the good side of them or the kind of middling questionable side?
Yeah, dude, that's a good question. I don't know. I feel like looking at the two teams on paper, I feel Chris has the more solid team. But
I mean,
there are some question marks. Like I
I
have
feel like I feel like this is going to be the closest matchup of the week for me.
okay, you're putting
Um,
your
even
stuff
though,
on it.
yeah, I'm putting the stamp on. Even though Josh Allen's at 31.2 right now, Lamar had a massive game last week, so I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterbacks even out in that sense.
Hmm.
Um, I like Isaiah Pacheco. I love DK Metcalf. Love Jordan Addison. I think Pittman is pretty good too, but Zay Flowers. I just don't know exactly what you're gonna get with him. And then Bijan's been a little suspect lately.
Yeah.
So I just feel like they both have there's like a lot of potential for things to pop off here, but a lot of their guys have kind of been bottled up lately. And it just feels very even to me.
Okay.
I'm having a tough time actually like feeling confident of betting on one side or the other right now.
Oh, come on. I mean, you have to be able to at least pick one. I'm gonna
Oh,
throw.
I will.
I will
But
say I think Chris's team looks a little bit more solid. I at least in my mind, I think he's going to be okay for the long run. They both are hurting in points and need to start putting those together. Chris is in a slightly better shape than John is, but John's got the extra wins, so Chris needs this a lot. He really needs this week. John wants to stay in the pack. I don't know.
yeah,
I feel for
you're
this
gonna go
week.
Chris?
I know. I think Chris is going to be the better team in the long run, and I think he really needs it. But no, I'm gonna give the nod to John for this week.
I actually am too. I actually am too. I just would not be surprised and have this gut feeling that means absolutely nothing. That I could see like guys like Waddle and Devonte Smith and Ayuk too. I
Hmm.
could see some of them busting out this week. Like they've almost been bottled up a little bit too much for the last few weeks. Like
Right.
they can't just stay like bottled up like that for that much longer. I think one or two of them is gonna have a big week this week, and then combined with his other guys, I think John's gonna get it this week.
All right. Fair enough. Okay.
Okay, all right.
Well, on to Philly Phil and Nady Dog. I'm actually not sure. This looks like it's wrapping up to be one of the closest games. I mean, I think with the points, it's saying that it's not as close as your and Misha's, but I mean, I will say these two teams kind of perplex me. I'm just not sure what to make of them because they've got good pieces. It's just like, do the pieces all come together like at the same time? Like you've got Nate, right? So Nate was definitely one of the people that, other than Nick, he was the other guy, other person that beat me. So his team is certainly capable of putting
You
up.
know he's legit.
Oh, he is. I know he is. I know he is a legit. Like Cooper Cup. So what has Cooper Cup done since he's come back?
He had two
Two
really
real
nice
great games
games,
and a
and then
shit.
yeah, you got a weird game last week.
Derrick Henry has been inconsistent.
Yeah, very inconsistent.
Kenneth Walker, on the other hand, has been very consistent.
But he's
Um,
also Kenneth Walker looks like legit questionable.
well, who
I
else
don't
has he
know what to
got?
think about that. He's got.
Not really much. Not for running back.
You could throw Joe Mixon in at running back.
Is Joe Mixon the starter in Cincy still?
Um, I think so. I'm pretty sure he is. It's funny, yeah. I don't hear much about that guy anymore.
No.
But I mean, he's in flex right now, so he could throw Mixon in there, and then maybe throw like Deontay Johnson, KJ Osborne. He's got some options that he could throw into his flex. So I think he'll be okay, but you don't want to lose Kenneth Walker, who's been awesome for most of the year so far. CeeDee Lamb's been really good. Nico Collins has been really
Yeah,
good as well
that's
for
been
the
a
most part.
big surprise actually. Collins on Texas.
Man, I think I gotta go Phil on this one. Like Darren Waller finally had a nice breakout game. Terry McLaurin's been looking much better the last couple weeks. I feel like Devonte Adams is potentially going to pop. Like he's not happy about the attention that he's getting, and it's kind of like one of those squeaky wheel gets the grease situations.
Yeah.
And then the rest of his guys have been really fucking good. I just feel like Phil's team could really pop off.
I actually see. I can see that. I'll go ahead and I'll put the nod in for Phil as well.
And I like Justin Herbert more than Dak Prescott as well. Although even though Herbert's been a little suspect lately.
Yeah, they have, or he has. Well, I mean, do we
Okay.
finish? Do we finish it off with you and Mish?
Yeah, let's take a look at it. Um I'm definitely fucking nervous. Mish's
Well,
team's been so good. I mean, I'm happy that I got some Brees Hall back in my lineup after the bye week last week.
I'll tell you this: the Misha is scary because he's got one of the only, if not the only, big stack that I can think of. You know, he's got Hertz and AJ, so that's
Yeah, that scares me a lot.
eight.
AJ Brown has been so goddamn good.
He has been. He's been a great.
That's really hoping for a nice Devonta Smith big game this week. Trade it off a little bit, but that would still mean that Justin Hurts or Jalen Hurts, would have a big game too, though. Man,
Man,
Jalen Hurts just really outside of week one, he just doesn't have bad games.
no. Yeah, dude, he's got a interesting team. Oh my God, dude, I just looked. Oh, Jesus.
What?
Have you looked at your bench?
At my bench? No, I don't. Oh yeah, Gabe Davis, dude. It's like, are you fucking kidding me, man? What do I do with this guy? I don't know
I
what to do with this guy.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you about that. Fucking
I
hell.
Someone tell me what to do with Gabe Davis because I can't make the right decision on my own. That's just infuriating. That means Cortland Sutton better have a big game.
Are you putting him in?
He's in.
Oh, he is? Let me hold on a second. Let me. Fuck. Where are you?
I mean, I may sneak Kareem Hunt in there somewhere, perhaps for Evan Ingram. I don't know. I'm wavering. I'm not sure. This always happens. Like I'm just not sure what to do.
Okay, so let's. Let's go back and forth. Okay. QB match. I'm
Gotta
giving
give
it.
it to Misha.
Yeah. Yep. If McCaffrey plays, which it looks like he is, I mean,
Yeah.
was it ETN? Is that right?
He's been great
He's
though.
been
ETN's
amazing.
been
He's been the
awesome
top, he's
lately.
been number three.
Yeah.
I'm still giving it to McCaffrey, but that's a scary
Yeah.
thing to watch out for.
Exactly. Yep.
Um, I really think the Hall trade has helped you significantly, like because he's been.
I mean, I've only had him 1 week and then he had a
Oh,
bye,
damn. Okay. All right.
but still, like, I mean, yeah, I need a number two running back.
I think he's gonna.
And I'm gonna have McCaffrey on a bye, I think next week. So like I really needed I needed that second running back.
Yeah, he's getting receptions, which I think is one of the things that certainly helps. I mean, I guess we'll see. He's got some interesting matchups coming on up. I would say a couple soft matchups up until Buffalo. Um,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
yeah, I feel like hopefully he should have a nice little run. But the thing is like fucking Mostert
He's been really
is,
up and down lately
yeah,
though,
dude, talk about the most volatile player of the season. Like he is the number two running back, but
because of like a couple just gigantic games.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm
And
hoping that's not this week.
right, I mean, it's New England, so division game, who knows?
Yeah, who knows? So
I'm get.
maybe Brees Hall and Mostert are kind of a wash, perhaps. I don't know. It's hard
I
to
mean,
say.
yeah,
Maybe Mostert has the edge. I don't know.
that's a good question. Moster might have a higher floor, but against like like yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I just call those a wash. Now Myers and Brown, that's just give it to Brown.
Damn it.
I
I'll give it to Puka over
Yeah,
Garrett
I would
Wilson though.
absolutely give it to Puka. Like Puka, what the pickup of the fucking year for sure. Like still with only two goddamn touchdowns. I can't believe that. And he's just still doing so fucking well. He's just catching so many goddamn balls. Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll give it to Puka in that one. Um, it's interesting. Let me see.
Hawkinson over Ingram every day, but I might be
Wow,
sliding Kareem Hunt in there.
he's been way more consistent than I would have thought.
Yeah,
Damn.
he's been well, especially with no Justin Jefferson. He's like
Right.
he's like the main target.
Interesting. And then if you had Kareem Hunt in there, well, I mean, if he's been doing what he's doing, at least he'd be getting touchdowns. But I guess
It's hard to say.
that is hard
Yeah.
to say.
So I know I think if you kind of look at it like that, which you have to, I don't know how you can't give it to Misha. You know, like he has the same lineup he's been running for the whole time. His team's been firing off very consistently. So
Well, I'll tell you, I like Sutton more than I like Pierce.
yeah, yeah, I go with that for sure.
And
Oh, should
Jets
be
defense
close.
against the Giants right now. Who the fuck is their quarterback?
Tyrod Taylor.
Oh shit.
So it's like I don't know. You don't know what you're gonna get, but
No.
Jets defense, they've like overall they have a good defense.
They could do something.
Eagles D versus Washington though. I mean, fuck man. After
That's a little bit of a wash.
Sam Howell just got sacked 6 times last week.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm feeling this is kind of washy. I'm washing the defenses.
Yeah.
We're washing the running back.
Really it's just McCaffrey and Puka are the two advantages that I have over his team.
Yeah, and he's got Jalen, AJ,
AJ
and
and Hawkinson.
Hawkinson. But then you also got Sutton over Pierce.
That's true.
It's
That's true.
close. No,
It's
that's
close. Yeah, no, it's close.
I
It's
I'm
close.
I don't know. I guess it really just depends on how. Obviously, it depends on how these games play out. But all right. for trying to keep it as short as we can because we are literally, it looks like 15 seconds away from landing on the hour mark. Um,
I'm going Misha. No, 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 no. Sorry, I gotta pick myself. I gotta pick myself
you
here.
know,
This is
Sean,
I was
I feel like I was also thinking like this is I like when we make picks that are not based on any like sensible, or rational, um, thought or mind. When
You're right.
if it's literally an emotional, like right now, I am very pumped for you to go try to fucking slay the dragon. I need somebody to slay the dragon.
Yeah,
I have to
that's it.
root.
That's it.
So you just
This the
keep.
same logic that we used when you played Misha
This
and you
was.
won.
I did.
Yeah, you're right.
I
We
did call it
fucking
out on
need
the
this
podcast. I said,
energy
yeah, dude,
again.
just make it happen. Like, look, Trevor Lawrence against Pittsburgh. I'm not doing. I don't believe. I mean, does Pittsburgh really have a decent defense? I think they're
I don't
okay.
know, but I think he should do well. I think he can do well in that game, and it'll be interesting because that could be pivotal. Because if ETN has a big game and gets touchdowns, that means less touchdowns for Trevor Lawrence, but vice versa. If Trevor Lawrence has a really good game, that might mean a little bit of a weaker game for ETN.
Hopefully, that could be
Yeah.
really fucking big.
So we need Trevor Lawrence to have some fucking passing TDs big time.
Yeah, I would say that's big because I don't see you starting Minshew.
No, no, I'm not going to do it this week. Trevor Lawrence is on bye next week, so that was thinking ahead.
Yeah, good thinking. Um, shit. Well,
Gabe Davis, you son of a bitch.
yeah, 23. That sucks. That that that's rough. Oh, god damn it.
I'm for sure picking myself. I
I'm
can
pick
never pick Misha. Never pick Misha. He stole Raheem Mostert from me in the
Yeah, he
draft. Never
stole
forget.
Garrett Wilson from me. So
Stole Garrett Wilson.
this is I'm pretty sure we keep rooting against Misha and he keeps winning, but I feel when you have the urgency, the and you do see him as the fucking giant fire breathing beast that he is. Look for that vulnerable spot, that one where the scale is missing under his armor. You use the black arrow and you pierce it. Oh God, how deep am I getting into Tolkien right now? Um, but yeah, just slay the dragon, Sean. That's all you need. You're gonna go in, you're gonna slay
Slay,
him.
slay the motherfucking dragon.
Okay, I'll pick you too.
Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's climb those standings. Let's even this shit up a little bit more.
I'm hoping we can make something happen. Oh my
Yep.
God. All right. So what do we say? We've got everybody more or less done.
Yeah.
Gone through all the different things that are going on this year, the standings, not this year,
Yep.
but kind of where we all
Where we're
feel.
at.
Yeah. I mean, I think if we had done the podcast a little bit early, if I hadn't gotten so distracted with all my shit, we might have been able to have Nick on. But even still, if anybody else wants to, join us to talk about all this crazy shenanigans, you know, do it.
Yeah. We gotta work on we gotta get some people on here that haven't been on in a while.
We probably do gotta work on our communication too. That's me never remembering anything. Um,
It's not. It's on both of us. So, well, yeah. Let's
we'll
get
get
some other
there.
people on here. See how other people are feeling
Yeah.
about this fantasy year. It's been a pretty wild year so far. I don't know.
D-
Maybe
I,
it's just because I only have one team. It's my only fantasy team, so I'm
uh,
very fixated on
I,
our league right now. But it
mhm.
has been pretty wild so far.
Yeah, I'm the exact same way. This is the only one I have. This is where all my love, all my attention, all my energy is going into. So, God
Yeah,
damn it, let's have our teams do well. And
gotta
I
get
I I,
get
I wish all that luck to all you guys as well. Uh, and
Oh, oh no.
wh
Hold on. Sorry. I'm just watching this game.
what
Mike
happened?
Evans, huge catch, but there is a flag. I don't know which team it's on though.
Oh, well,
Oh, nope, it's coming back.
of
Damn it.
course it
Sorry.
would be.
Sorry, sorry.
That's just, dude, this is why I picked. Yeah, dude, it says he's like, dude, the entire game, 1 for 3. He's at seven
Yeah, what
yards,
the hell? Yeah,
seven
what that is
fucking
not
yards.
that's not Mike Evans.
Well, I don't know. Mike Evans is so kind of like up and down. Like he was really consistent for the first like few weeks, and then he had like a 7 point game, a bye, and like an 8 point game. It was just like, I don't know what to do. I think that's when I had started to get Thielen, and had him going. So I was like, okay, maybe feeling a little bit better. And then he had a good week
Yeah.
against Atlanta the week before. Finally got another touchdown again, but fuck. Yeah, I don't know. Let's hope fucking Baker can pull some fucking magic and not throw to Godwin. Not throw to fucking Godwin. Uh,
Yep.
but we'll see.
All right.
Well, okay.
Well, good to get another one in. I mean we only did like 3 or 4 podcasts last year, and I think we're at like 6 this year so far.
Yeah,
So
we're
we're doing it, man. We're
we're
back in the game.
we are back in it. And so I hope you
Yep.
guys are all enjoying, and I guess we'll be trying again next week.
Yeah.
So
Sounds
good
good, dude.
yeah. Good luck, boys, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Later.
Peace.